We'll begin by acknowledging the common feeling of exhaustion that many professionals know all too well. The day starts with a long to-do list that seems to grow as you try to check off items. And the more you push, the more the motivation wavers. Procrastination becomes a familiar companion, the edge of burnout looming just behind every decision. But what if you could reclaim your drive without sacrificing your well-being? What if 8 weeks could reset your momentum, rebuild your energy, and restore a sustainable sense of purpose? This is episode 5 of the Burnout Recovery Protocol, a practical step-by-step program designed to guide you from overwhelm to clarity and from fatigue to sustainable momentum. Let's begin. In week 1 and week 2, we start with rest and boundary setting, not with another productivity sprint. Rest is not a signal of weakness or laziness. It is the foundation upon which any lasting progress is built. Think of your energy as a finite resource, and the first step is to protect it by establishing a daily work window and honoring it. Within these 2 weeks, aim for restorative activities that nurture your body and calm your mind. Sleep becomes a non-negotiable, daytime movement becomes a ritual, and one high-leverage task each day becomes the compass that keeps you aligned with what truly matters. The goal is to create clarity about when you work and when you rest, so the brain learns to switch gears without guilt or fear. To begin, define 3 non-negotiables for the next 2 weeks and guard them as you would a crucial meeting. Establish a simple wind-down ritual that signals the end of work each day, a small but powerful cue that helps separate work from personal time. Track your energy levels at 3 points in the day, morning, midday, and evening, and notice which activities drain or fuel you. This awareness will light the path toward more intelligent scheduling and better boundary management. Consider gentle activities that restore you: a short walk, a warm shower, a few minutes of stretching, or a quiet moment of reflection. The aim is not to squeeze in more tasks, but to protect space for recovery so your mind can reset. As week 3 and week 4 arrive, you begin purpose rediscovery. Fatigue often blurs the memory of why you chose your path in the first place. Reconnect with the meaning behind your work and identify where your current duties align with that deeper purpose. Start with a quick passions audit. List 5 moments when you felt truly energized at work and 5 moments when you felt drained. Look for patterns. Are there common themes, interactions, or types of tasks that consistently energize you or exhaust you? Then craft a 1-sentence purpose statement for your current role. This isn't about reinventing your career overnight. It's about anchoring your daily actions to a clearer sense of meaning. Choose one small project that aligns with that purpose and pilot it in the next 2 weeks. Notice how even a small shift can reignite interest and remind you that your work can serve a purpose that matters to you. In weeks 5 and 6, you begin building small wins to restore confidence and momentum. The idea is to select tasks that are low friction but high impact moves you can complete quickly to create a sense of progress and competence. Break a challenging project into 3 tiny tasks that can be finished in under an hour each. Schedule daily 15-minute sprint blocks to advance those tasks and celebrate every completed micro-task with a brief, sincere acknowledgement of progress. The key is to protect the cadence of steady movement. When progress is visible, motivation follows and momentum compounds. If you encounter a setback, treat it as feedback rather than a failure. Recalibrate and continue with your next tiny task. This phase teaches you to trust the process and to value consistent, manageable steps over heroic, all-at-once efforts. Weeks 7 and 8 focus on sustainable routine creation. You've rebuilt energy, rediscovered purpose, and demonstrated that small, steady progress is possible. Now it's time to cement routines that sustain momentum without inviting a return to burnout. Build a weekly rhythm that balances deep work with creative tasks and restorative downtime. Consider 2 deep work blocks of 25-50 minutes each day, a separate creative block, and 2 lighter tasks. Reserve 1 entire day as a lightly scheduled buffer to absorb the unexpected without derailing your week. Implement a Sunday reset day to reflect, plan, and set up the week's priorities and boundaries. Add a daily 10-minute reflection practice to check your energy, mood, and progress. This is where you convert recovery into a lifestyle, not a temporary reprieve. Throughout weeks 1-8, weekly check-ins and progress assessments help keep you accountable and focused. Ask yourself, what did I accomplish this week that mattered most? Where did I feel least energized, and what boundary or adjustment could fix it? Which small win gave me the most confidence, and why? What will I protect next week to maintain progress? Answering these questions weekly roots your recovery in intentional practice and makes your growth traceable. A few practical mindset and behavior tips can accelerate your results. Embrace one-task focus. Commit to finishing one meaningful task before starting the next to avoid overwhelm. Set boundary defaults office hours with a clear stop time and use a tangible signal like closing your laptop to enforce it. Manage energy by identifying your peak energy window and scheduling deep work then, leaving routine tasks for lower energy periods. Seek compassionate accountability by partnering with a friend or colleague for bi-weekly check-ins, sharing goals, celebrating wins, and course-correcting together. And be mindful of common mistakes. Rest is essential, not optional. Avoid overhauling your life in a single swoop, and don't wait for motivation to appear before taking action, because action often sparks motivation. As you reach the end of week 8, you'll have created a sustainable routine that respects your energy, realigns your work with your purpose, and builds a cadence of small wins that compound into lasting momentum. Burnout is not a badge of honor. It is a signal to reset your approach so your drive comes from clarity, not depletion. This protocol shows you how to shift from simply surviving to thriving by building energy, purpose, and routine that endure. If you found this episode helpful, please like and subscribe to support the channel. In the next episode, we'll move into Ikigai exercises that connect your inner passions with market opportunities, guiding you to craft a personal Ikigai statement that you can live by. Here's a quick teaser. We'll move from reflection to action, turning insight into a concrete statement you can share with mentors, managers, and collaborators. In the meantime, you can start your Ikigai journey by taking small actions aligned with your values and strengths, testing them in real life, and observing how the world responds. More video in this series is available in the playlist description, so you can continue the progression from burnout relief to purpose discovery with the rest of the episodes.